from break, back 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 from break. We had a break, everybody. What up? My name is Dan Frampton, and over here we got Munchie the straight edge Nutcracker. And while we were away, there were a couple things that happened on YouTube that I didn't come on and talk about because we were on a break, on a break, on a break. We were on a break, on a break, on a break. We were on a break, on a break, on a break. We were on a break. Hey Munchie, did you enjoy our break from YouTube?
You know, it was pretty alright, dude. You know, I really wish that we did some videos during the time that we were on break.
Yeah, I kind of wish that too, Munchie, but you know, I just wasn't feeling it. But while I was away, the things that happened on YouTube that I want to talk about, you know, there were a couple of them. So I was faced with an alternative of a couple different options. That sentence didn't make sense. Whatever, it's been a while, I'm a little rusty. I want to talk about the Onision thing, you know, where he calls 911 on Chris Hansen. That was a great thing that happened. I want to talk about the Nerd City video that got age restricted. That was a bunch of bullshit. 5-star video getting age restricted. I hated all that. And I also want to talk about the Pewdiepie break. So, you know, the whole theme of this episode is going to be revolving around breaks and that sort of thing. Now, I really didn't want to talk about Onision on this channel ever, okay? I don't appreciate what he's doing on the internet. I don't think that he's a fun guy. I don't think that anyone should be shining the spotlight on Onision. But here I am talking about the Onision situation because it's ridiculous. So if you don't know who Onision is, first off, I'm jealous of you. I wish I lived your life. Because a life of knowing who this guy is not the best one, let me tell you. This guy is on the internet doing really weird things. First, you know, years ago, he's doing this like banana dance. He's in a banana suit, he's doing all this really weird, cringy stuff on the internet. No one's really loving it, but he's still amassing fans for whatever reason. Then he puts out a book, and it's really poorly written. Then he puts out a film, and it's really poorly written. And can you kind of tell a theme going on here? He's a very narcissistic individual. When you watch him, you're like, oh man, that guy gives me the friggin' creeps. And he always had that sort of vibe about him. And now, the FBI is looking into Onision. That's a thing that's happening on YouTube right now. Onision is being investigated by the FBI for, I don't know, pedophilia charges. I'm not really up to date with the whole Onision thing, but it's friggin' creepy, alright? So with all that being said, you know, NBC Dateline, they have this segment on their program called To Catch a Predator, and the journalist that is in charge of that particular segment, and his name is Chris Hansen. Alright, he's a very reputable journalist. You know, people watch his segment and they're like, oh man, we gotta look out for these predators, this guy's doing important work. So what Chris Hansen decided to do is he decided to go to Onision's door, give a little knock. No big deal. Just want to talk to Onision a little bit, not infringing on anybody's rights. So I can go up and knock on your door. You know, if I was like going around trying to convert your religion or whatever, Onision, I could go up to your door and just knock on it and be like, hey, have you heard of Jehovah's Witnesses? We are so great of a religion, you should be us. You know what I mean? So anyway, Chris Hansen shows up, knocks on Onision's door. What did Onision do? He didn't answer the door. Nah, he didn't answer any questions, that's for damn sure. He called 911, and he claimed that his stalker, that's right, Chris Hansen, Onision's stalker, was at his door. You know, he's been stalking me. He's just following my every move. He's yelling at me through my door. Oh my god, you gotta come, police. You gotta come. Onision is in danger. This guy is spiraling out of control. Onision, okay, you gotta know that when the police find out who Chris Hansen is, that he's not your stalker, right? Like, how did you make that phone call to begin with? Like, what thought process happened to make that make sense in your friggin' brain, you friggin' dummy? Second thing I want to talk about, Nerd City. He put out a friggin' banger of a video last week, a 5-star video. I loved it. It was a great video. It was part of his series, The Thought Patrol, okay? And his target in this particular episode was Lele Pons. Now what did Lele Pons do? Alright, Lele Pons thirst traps people into watching her content. No big deal, you know, that's no controversy, that's nothing new on the internet, but her audience are 8-year-olds, and she knows it, and she says it. My audience are 8-year-olds, here are my titties. My audience are 8-year-olds, here's my asshole. My audience are 8-year-olds, here's my titties in my asshole. Lele Pons, what the frig are you doing? Alright, so Lele Pons can do all this sort of stuff. She can have all this sort of content, over-sexualized, to really young kids, with COPPA being a thing, and still get promoted by YouTube. YouTube being like, we love Lele Pons. Lele Pons is the best shit ever. Here you go on trending. Here you go trending. Here you go trending. You're on fucking trending for fucking 17 weeks straight for the same video, Lele Pons. And it's infuriating because your content sucks, Lele Pons. And that's all Nerd City wanted to point out, you know, that it was a little bit shady, that the practices that were going on with the Lele Pons shit was not cool. So how did YouTube respond to Nerd City's video? Did they get introspective? Did they think, boy, we could have really done something differently, you know? But no, that is not what happened. No, what they did is they age restricted my boy Nerd City's video. And what that means is it just doesn't show up for people when they search for things. You know, you just gotta be subscribed to them, you gotta get the link somehow. You know, views are not really a possible thing unless you get a shout out from Pewdiepie, which is what leads me to my next story. I didn't know I was great at fucking segues, but turns out that was goddamn seamless. And in today's Pewdiepie video, he actually, he shouted out that Nerd City video, so that's pretty dope. But the thing about Pewd's video today was it was his last video before his break. Now in December, PewDiePie claimed he was going for a break, and the media went wild. The mainstream media was like, oh my god, it's quitting YouTube! PewDiePie, the most subscribed YouTuber, is quitting YouTube, what is the world coming to? PewDiePie's gone! But what did PewDiePie do? He didn't take a break, he just kept on chugging through January when he said he was gonna freaking take the break. He kept chugging. And I thought my next video was gonna be the Where's the Break PewDiePie video. But turns out his video today, which was a LWIAY, which is a very good last video to have before break, you know, very community-based kind of program that he's got going on there. So I thought that was a pretty dope way to do it. And he was really emotional throughout the whole thing. You know he really wants to do it. But a part of me thinks that PewDiePie is just a little bit too scared to face the real world on an everyday basis. Because you know he's been going daily. That grind's been crazy for a very long time. PewDiePie's been going. But now, he's gotta take a break. He's gotta spend some time with his wife. He's gotta go walk the dogs. He's gotta do all sorts of regular life things. And I think he might just be a tad bit scared. And that's okay, Felix. You got this, pal. I think taking breaks is important for the brain. Taking breaks is really crucial and really key. And everything. These are my final thoughts. My final thoughts. My final thoughts. My final thoughts about taking breaks is you should allow yourself to take some breaks. Go experience some other things. Let your brain recharge so you can come back refreshed. So you can maximize your efficiency and not get burned out and keep your passion. And not get burned out, cause burning out's a load of horseshit. You wanna keep that passion. You wanna keep that drive. So don't be making content when you're not feeling it. Sometimes you just gotta step away, and that's okay to do for your brain. Screw the algorithm. Screw YouTube corporate policies. Allow yourself a break, YouTubers. You can step away for a little bit. These are my final thoughts. My final thoughts. My final thoughts. My final thoughts. Alright, Munchie, so what are your feelings on the whole taking a break, burnout, don't lose your passion thing?
Yeah, man, I think you brought up a lot of really pretty decent points there in in your final thoughts. That was really well said. Thank you for saying that. You know, it was really a lot to reflect on. And you know, passion is something that really fades when you overexpose yourself to something. I remember when I was just going to shows like 3 times a day, you know, just like moshing for the sake of moshing, and I lost my passion. So yeah, you got a real good point for that. So when I started going to shows just like, you know, once a day for a little bit, I was like, this is sick. And then I started going once a week, and I started to love it even more. All right, so I think, yeah, that's a really good thing to think about and a really good lesson.
Thank you, Munchie. I think that too. And you know, YouTubers, particularly Pewdiepie, he's a daily YouTuber, so that means grinding every single day. So you know, that's gonna that's gonna drain you after a while. So take a break, and also you don't need to be daily. You know, I'm kind of learning that lesson myself. You know, people want to see like good videos rather than a lot of videos.
Yeah, so what are you saying? You don't want to be like a daily channel anymore, or are you gonna like take more time to write things, or?
Yeah, Munchie, kind of. I'm gonna have a couple different segments, and one of them, I'm just breaking this news to you, and you can turn this down if you want. But Munchie, I want to offer you your own show on the Dean Project channel.
Oh, dude, that's so sick! I'm gonna make you so proud.
Yeah, Munchie, it's gonna be dope. I can't wait to see what you do with it. Alright, thank you for watching that load of horseshit that I call content. If you enjoyed it, remember to just put a little like on it. That would be real nice of you. And you can also subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, say always, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and don't forget, the most important thing of all is...
join the Patreon!